Movies for children. Big man. Rerun seasons and thing, man. Netflix all day. You understand? So just tell them what Daddy say so. I just send a message and tell them come. Any one of them. And they march.
You're watching the ZNS Network, the People's Station. Coming up in the news, the Special Economic Recovery Zone order officially ending, but residents rebuilding from Dorian can still apply for the tax exemption. Plus, the heart of downtown beating today for the grand reopening of Solomon's Food Store. And Labor on the Blocks 2.0 providing some 500 persons with new job opportunities. The Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, starts now.
This is the Bahamas Tonight, Northern Edition.
Good evening and welcome to the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. I'm Ramiko Knowles. Thank you so much for tuning in. Topping news tonight, it's December 1st, which means the Disaster Reconstruction Authority's Special Economic Zone order has expired. The established Sears order was designed for residents in Abaco and the Grand Bahama to provide businesses and homeowners in the areas impacted by Hurricane Dorian tax breaks and concessions while rebuilding. Through a press release, the Shadow Minister for Finance in the Free National Movement, Kwesi Thompson, is calling the decision heartless. But tonight, the Minister for Grand Bahama is providing clarity for those impacted, as she says provisions have been made for those who are still rebuilding. Simone Davis reports.
After conflicting reports in the last few weeks, the Minister for Grand Bahama, the Honorable Ginger Moxie, is providing clarity on the Special Economic Recovery Order moving forward. While Moxie is confirming that the SERS order officially expires today, however, she says residents of Grand Bahama and Abaco who are still in the process of recovering and rebuilding from Hurricane Dorian can submit applications for exemptions to the Ministry for Grand Bahama in Freeport and the Office of the Prime Minister in Marsh Harbor, Abaco.
We all recognize that the SERS order would have ended on the 1st of December 2022. However, this compassionate government has decided to ensure that on a case-by-case basis, those who have been impacted by Dorian can still apply and that those will be considered.
The minister explains that the Ministry of Finance will review and, where appropriate, approve applications on a case-by-case basis to ensure that it is directly related to loss associated with Hurricane Dorian and that conditions of concessions are being honored. She emphasized that this is a fair process and anyone who can prove loss from Dorian will be approved.
And it's done on a case-by-case basis to ensure that, all the checks and balances are there and that they have indeed been impacted by Hurricane Dorian. And so basically that's it. This government recognizes that our people are still in need. They're still rebuilding and recovering from Dorian. And so we want to ensure that they are still able to receive those concessions that were available under the SERS order. If you can prove that you have a case where you've lost, there are homes that still have not been rebuilt. The foundation is there. And so, yes, they can prove that they have a case. And so once they submit their application, that will be approved.
When asked if there is a timeline on how long the case-by-case basis would last, the minister says there is no definitive timeline at this time because the main priority is ensuring that those who need the assistance gets it. Now, Shadow Minister for Finance in the Free National Movement, Kwesi Thompson, said in a statement that the government's decision to not extend that tax-free zones under the SERS order is heartless, adding that the SERS provisions have been and continue to be critical to the full recovery of Abaco and Grand Bahama. This was the Grand Bahama minister's response.
Heartless would be when they ended it for vehicles, for those who had lost vehicles and didn't have the time to get their new vehicles, and because people have other priorities, and they ended it. And we came in and we restored it, we renewed it. And so I would call that heartless.
Minister Moxie also noting that the turnaround process for approvals will be as swift as possible because there is a team that is solely dedicated to that process. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Simone Davis.
In other news, the Solomon's Food Store downtown officially opened this morning following months of reconstruction and anticipation. The multi-million-dollar investment was announced in 2021, and some 17 months later, AML executives along with the government officials and residents marked the occasion through a special ceremony. Aja Quant was there.
deal is what many residents are calling this moment. The grand opening of Solomon's downtown right here in the heart of Freeport City. Many say this is a long-anticipated moment, and even the Minister for Grand Bahama, the Honorable Ginger Moxie, says this is just another grand day for the island.
11 years later, the grocery store downtown has returned. AML executives, employees, government offices, and residents all gathering for this significant occasion. Minister Moxie addressing those attending the grand opening ceremony, noting that it is not simply an opening, but it signifies the long-awaited rebirth of downtown, calling the store the lifeline of the area.
This is a big deal for Grand Bahama Island, for Pine Ridge. It is a big deal because we all recognize that the relocation of Solomon's to downtown area will have a tremendous impact on businesses in downtown and surrounding areas. And it will also have a significant impact on transportation, service providers, and most importantly, our people.
The minister responsible for Grand Bahama and the MP for Pine Ridge says, based on the projects on the table, Grand Bahama is back, commending AML Food for their devotion to the island for the last 25 years.
This new store, this location is embedded in our history. It is the nucleus of the island's commerce center, and it is the catalyst for the revitalization of downtown Freeport.
In 2019, Solomon's food store on Queens Highway was severely damaged due to Hurricane Dorian, and chairman of AML Foods Limited, Franklin Butler, reflecting on the tremendous impact the island sustained, says that the idea of moving their store to downtown came up. $4 million, and 3 years later, he says the return of this store clearly shows the commitment of AML Foods to the people, community, and economy of Grand Bahama.
With this opening of this store, we have added 60 brand spanking new jobs here in Grand Bahama. And now employ 250 Grand Bahamians, of which all of the management for this store are homegrown talent within the AML Food system. So like I say, we're not only building buildings, but we're building lives and people in the process.
And of course, the ceremony ending with government officials, executives, and residents entering the store to begin their shopping. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Adric Want.
Now, as soon as the ribbon was cut and the doors were opened, many residents rushed in to see what the new store had to offer. CEO of AML Foods, Gavin Watchorn, and president of the Downtown Freeport Business Association, Anthony Brooks, both agreed that this opening will have a positive impact on the island of Grand Bahama.
You can see the excitement. The place is packed. We had people waiting from 7 o'clock this morning to get in here, so we're really excited to get back here, serve Grand Bahama, serve the community more, and offer Solomon's great value to everybody.
Grand Bahama is finally back. We've been talking about it for years, but now this is proof that it is back. And the celebration, the feeling, the atmosphere, it just feels good to see Grand Bahama doing something positive and not just talking about it, but it's actually happening.
Residents also reacting to the grand opening, expressing excitement that downtown is back.
I think the grand opening is excellent, and you know, it's an awesome thing for Freeport to have this store open again. And you could just tell from the reaction of all the people that everybody's really excited about it, you know.
It feels amazing. I'm thankful that Mr. Tomlinson brought me here to get to see it. There's not many stores, like big stores here, and it's in a very good location, so I think it'll be very helpful.
Well, in other news, as the Davis administration continues to stand by its commitment to offering solutions for reviving the economy and creating job opportunities, Director of Labor Robert Farquharson reveals that over 500 residents received job opportunities following the department's recent Labor on the Blocks 2.0 job fair held last month.
We had 692 persons that were registered for Labor on the Blocks. We had, after we put up canvas employers, we had 551 job offers.
brought together more than 300 residents and over 30 businesses, including Pelican Bay, Club Fortuna, Disney Cruises, GB Shipyard, Sawyer's Fresh Market, Baker Bay, and many more. The labor director also noting that other initiatives implemented to boost the employment on the island, such as the Beautiful Grand Bahama program, spearheaded by the Grand Bahama Minister, the Honorable Ginger Moxie, who has also put a dent in the unemployment rate.
It's definitely having an impact. We're still waiting on the numbers to identify exactly what the impact is. But we have had scores and scores of young persons who have benefited directly and indirectly from that program.
Switching gears now, based on the numbers, travel agents say all indications are leading towards a hike in travel this holiday season. In contrast to the past few years, it is welcome news for many agencies who are rebounding from the restrictive measures that were in place during the lockdown.
We're very encouraged, and all of the vessels that we are associated with are also very encouraged.
Lots of people are beginning to travel since they have relaxed the protocols.
Agents are excited about this holiday season as they say Bahamians are packing their bags for travel.
As we move into December, I can tell you that yesterday we had the cyber sale for Valeria, and one of the changes with that cyber sale is you were required to do advance bookings. You had to book into February, March next year. Some, Bahamians, everything is last minute, so they're a little apprehensive. But I can tell you that as of now on the books, we know that the vessel is already about 45% filled. Sharing in the excitement, the owner of Gateway Travel Agency, Deidre Campbell, is hoping for a record season.
Based on the numbers of phone calls that we've been having and the amount of reservations that we're making, I feel it's going to be a pretty good season.
But to her, the increased travel is much more than increased business. She says it represents a sense of normalcy.
It's regular. We look forward to busy seasons, and we're in it.
We know that in the case of Margaritaville, we're ecstatic because many Bahamians will tell you that they're having trouble finding a date that they could sail out of Grand Bahama into West Palm Beach during the month of December, which is great news because, of course, it helps us to keep some of the revenue home. But it also says that there are many visitors coming to our shores. So the cab drivers, the store vendors, and others, they ought to be rejoicing right about now.
Senator Turner says since the pandemic, there has been a pent-up need to travel. He says now is the time to think of innovative ways to capitalize on it.
I got a call about 3 minutes ago from the Valeria folks indicating that their chairman is coming into the United States this Thursday or Friday. And his conversation is all about how do we expand in the Caribbean? Why don't we find more things to do around the northern Bahamas? We continue to talk about trying to connect Abaco and Grand Bahama and Bimini together to have this tri-vacation option. They're intrigued at it. Those are the types of things that's going to be good for Bimini, Grand Bahama, and Abaco.
In news from the crime beat, 2 Grand Bahama men are assisting police on Grand Bahama with their investigations into the island's latest homicide. The recent murder taking place on Frobisher Drive and Hearn Lane on Tuesday, November 29th. Preliminary reports indicate that shortly before 11 p.m., a male believed to be in his early 30s was found with gunshot wounds to the upper body. Meanwhile, the Grand Bahama man, ages 41 and 39, were arrested by officers attached to the Criminal Investigations Department and the K-9 unit afternoon on Wednesday, November 30th in the area of Adventures Way. Police continue to investigate this matter. Well, today is World AIDS Day, and when we come back, hear what the Grand Bahama AIDS Awareness Committee is doing to educate residents on the virus. That story, a whole lot more, including the latest in sports, when the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, returns.
Come on down. Come on down now.
Festival Noel is back. Friday, December 2nd at the Rand Nature Center. Wine tasting, art exhibition, live music and entertainment, cigar lounge, and culinary experiences.
Happy holidays from Esquire Men's Freeport. Shop with Esquire during December and look your best when you step out. Esquire Men's Lucaine Shopping Plaza. Phone number 727-6367.
Apostles Tony and Ann Grant and the Agape House family invite you to join us as we celebrate our 20th church and pastoral anniversary. Beginning Tuesday, November 29th at 7 p.m. with a night of praise and worship. Wednesday, November 30th at 11 a.m. with our Glory Revival day session. And our evening sessions Wednesday, November 30th and Thursday, December 1st at 7 p.m. On Friday, we celebrate with a night of elegance at our gala dinner at 7 p.m. Tickets are just $80. Then on Sunday, December 4th, don't miss our Glory Worship experience at 9 a.m. Our entire celebration will be held at the Agape House Glory Dome, number 23 and 24 Pioneers Loop. For more information, call 352-4273.
The Festival of Pizzas has arrived at Pizza Hut Freeport. Try our chicken margarita, grilled chicken Florentine, veggie deluxe, and the carbonara. Did we mention curry chicken pizza? You can also order a large specialty pizza and get a small one-topping pizza free. Pizza Hut Freeport. Dine-in and delivery. Call us at 352-9191. Pizza Hut Freeport.
Park and Shop is having a Thanksgiving sale, 25% off excluding all red tag items. And Dollar Plus has 20% off all Christmas decorations November 24th through the 30th.
Harvey's Tech Bargains. Westmont Plaza carries electronics, games, consoles, Fire Sticks, smart TVs, tablets, laptops, accessories, and much more. Phone 602-7657 or 727-6877.
Welcome to the beautiful Raven Mall, the Freeport Mall that has it all. Centrally located within the heart of Grand Bahama, offering you and your family a unique and memorable experience. Shop over 80 stores and restaurants, all under one roof. Stay heart healthy and in shape at two of the largest fitness centers in Freeport. Dine at one of our scrumptious restaurants. Enjoy Bahamian delicacies, Mexican tacos, vegan options, healthy snacks, sandwiches, subs, smoothies, lattes, wine and spirits, and more. Shop at one of our stylish stores. Clothing boutiques for the entire family. From newborn to jewelry, footwear, electronics, pets, gift ideas, home decor, flowers, health, and beauty. Unwind at one of our trendy hair and nail salons, or just stop in and enjoy our beautiful and comfortable atmosphere. So come on in and enjoy fantastic savings with the stores at the Raven Mall. Dine, shop, and unwind. Located West Atlantic Drive, Freeport, Grand Bahama.
Well, Dollar Deals is a variety store. We cater mostly now to parties and party supplies. We also have novelty items. We carry things from balloons, a variety of balloons. We also carry the high-end Qualitex balloons that are very popular for persons that do balloon garlands and balloon setups to decorators. We also have toys for kids, school supplies, coin wrappers. That's very popular on the island that people are looking for. Tumblers and candles. We have rose petals, feathers. For party items, we have loot bags for the kids, napkins, plates, a variety of colors. We also carry cups and the cutlery for those items. So if you want to have a themed color party, we have those as well, those items. And we have items for baby showers and gender reveal. As a party supply store, we're all about celebrating every occasion. We also carry seasonal items such as Christmas, Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, Father's Day, and so much more. Our hours of operation are Monday through Saturday, 9 to 6, and on Sundays from 12 to 3. Our telephone contact is 602-7525, and our cell is 727-7228. We're located on West Atlantic Drive in the Old Sound Plaza.
Your #1 news team covering the North. The Bahamas Tonight, Northern Edition.
Welcome back. December 1st is observed globally as World AIDS Day. Today, our Raven Davis sat down with chairperson of the Grand Bahama AIDS Awareness Committee, Africa Karamo Miller, who shared that educating the youth about prevention and abstinence is a key focus in the fight to eradicating the disease. Here's that report.
Ending AIDS as a public health threat by 2030 is an ambitious target, but one that officials globally and here in the Bahamas have set out to meet. Today, the Bahamas joins the world in observing World AIDS Day, which is set aside to support those affected by HIV and commemorate lives lost to the disease. Chairperson of the Grand Bahama AIDS Awareness Committee, Africa Karamo Miller, says the committee is taking a proactive and more focused approach in spreading the message of prevention by educating adolescents.
We have to look at the future, and the children are our future. So we have a responsibility to try and start our education process as early as possible so that when they get to the age where they can make sexual decisions, that they are, well informed and they make the best decisions.
Through a number of initiatives, she says the committee has been effective. And while admitting that this year they have been off to a slow start, she shares a major plan in the pipeline.
We've had, persons in clubs and, committees, even with little micro groups inside the schools. They've asked us to come in and speak. And I generally like that because, when children are more comfortable, then they're open, they're more forthright, and you're able to ask, they ask questions and we're able to answer them more relevantly, But we've done youth forums and youth symposiums as well. In fact, we are planning on partnering with HASB in the upcoming months to do a youth symposium, being that now the mask mandate has been lifted, so that we can reach just generally the schools straight across the board.
Here in the Bahamas, 4,447 people were living with HIV at the end of 2021, representing around 1.3% of the population, according to Dr. Nakia Forbes, director of the National HIV and AIDS and Infectious Disease Program. Tremendous strides have been made to combat spread of the disease, with new reported diagnoses having seen a downward trend of about 53% last year. But the stigma and misinformation around it persists. Karamo Miller says it is important for the youth to know that the disease does not discriminate.
That it can happen to anyone. Anyone can be infected with HIV and AIDS. Anyone can, contract AIDS if they're not, taking the proper precautions. Sometimes we think that it is specific to a certain orientation, a certain gender, and it can, like I said, I have 2 children. By the grace of God, it could have been me, So I think being sexual beings, we need to be more responsible with the choices that we make and always remember to protect ourselves. Adolescents specifically, abstinence. We always, promote abstinence.
For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Raven Davis.
Well, a group of like-minded individuals have come together to host the Embrace Diversity Workshop. The 2-day workshop is geared towards providing resources in special ed, speech and language behavior modification, and other topics. Understanding that preschoolers' teachers have become overwhelmed recently, coordinator of the Embrace Diversity Committee, Letitia Campbell Parker, explains why these training sessions are vital.
Become aware of the influx of kids with special needs, kids with autism spectrum disorder, any other kind of special need, developmental delay, whether diagnosed or not. These kids exist. It's become quite evident to us that these teachers need assistance. They're becoming overwhelmed and they don't have the training to provide assistance to these students. So we want to try and circumvent the kids being put out of the schools, kids being displaced because teachers don't know what to do.
Now, the sessions will also cover detecting early signs and early intervention. Owner of Caring Hands Preschool, Stacey Beckles, says she's excited that a workshop like this has come to life.
As a preschool owner, I struggle with just seeing parents coming in with their children and a lot of them having special need, and I'm one of those persons who do not have what it takes at this stage to assist parents with children that have special need. I'm just thankful that we're able to work together, to collaborate together, not only to help myself, but to also help all of the schools.
Now, the first session is slated to begin this coming Friday at City of Life, starting at 6 p.m. The final session will take place at the Beacon School on Saturday, December 2nd at 8:30 a.m. While this workshop will cater to preschools A through L, a workshop is expected for the remaining schools in 2023. It's now time for your Thursday evening check on sports with Jay Philippe.
Good evening.
evening, I'm Jay Philippe, and welcome to sports. We do have some updates from the island of Abaco with their men's basketball league. Also, our national baseball team preparing for competition this weekend. But let's begin with swimming.
Skylar Smith making waves recently. Smith of Alpha Aquatics came away with a couple of noteworthy performances over in New Providence at the Fall Invitational Swim Meet hosted by Lightning Aquatic Swim Club.
I swam 100 back and in a time of 1:17, which is now the new Bahamas Open record. And then I swam 400 free in 5:17, I believe it was. And that's now the new Bahamas record also.
She also came away with the girls' 9-10 Division High Point Trophy. The 7th grader says despite not feeling her best during the races, she couldn't let her hard work go in vain.
I put in a lot of hard work, so I really wanted that. I didn't think I had it in me, but I was just trying to push my hardest, and it did end up going well.
Looking forward to 2023, the 11-year-old has the Carifta Games in her sights and intends to make more Carifta cuts. For ZNS Total Sports, I'm Shane Stubbs.
Moving along from the swim pool to the Diamond Team Bahamas is just days away from competing at the Caribbean Baseball Cup scheduled to begin this Sunday through December 11th at the newly constructed Andre Rogers Baseball Field in New Providence. The team held a training camp here on Grand Bahama, and players Keitron Moss and Shreve Nemor says they are ready to represent the 242.
I mean, it's exciting. Like, a lot of us hasn't got to play with each other since like high school, so I feel like we're gonna compete good. I feel like this is our chance to grow baseball in the Bahamas, so we just gotta go there and show out. We should be pretty good. I'm here to do my job. I'm here to help my team to win, whatever that means. That's what it is. Like just playing Grammy baseball, trying to win.
That's a great opportunity for us to play with our country across our chest. I think we'll do a pretty good job on advance, so we can play again next year. But yeah, I like playing with some of the guys from my hometown. It's like we haven't played together on the same team in a while, so it's nice that we get to play with each other.
And that's a quick check on sports, ladies and gents. I'm Jay Philippe. Be blessed.
Sandals, accessories, and handbags. Visit Steppin' Out, now at 2 locations, Old Sam's Plaza, Freeport, and top of the hill, Mackey Street, Nassau. Steppin' Out, when you want to put your best foot forward.
Did you hear that? Did you hear the sound? It sounds like Christmas is right around the corner. And island bedding is prepared. Living room set, coffee tables, and pillows. Lamps, accents, dining room tables, and island bedding. Pasta salt. And we're just getting started. You asked, and we have listened. We're back on Saturdays from 10 to 3. See you there.
Grand Bahama Tiles is saying this is the season with a 15% off store-wide sale. Sale starts Thursday, December 1st and ends on Saturday, December 3rd.
The biggest international high school basketball tournament is coming to the Kendall G. Isaacs Gym. You've seen them go viral on social media. Now come and see them in person. December 16th and 17th, catch the biggest names in high school basketball. Get your tickets today from any Suncash location. Download the app or purchase them online at hoops.mysuncash.com or using the QR code on your screen. Hoop Fest in Paradise, where stars are born.
Festival Noel is back. Friday, December 2nd at the Rand Nature Center. Wine tasting, art exhibition, live music and entertainment, cigar lounge, and culinary experiences.
It's the coconut got this, cocoa gingerbread madness, juiciness ice the back this, sweet like the sugar in a dripping like ice honey, addict all the men love me, sweet like the sugar in a
new clear platinum flavor, flavored beers with a kick of rum, make it platinum.
Hey, I'm D'Amico Nesbitt. Welcome back to Health Bites, and today we're going to help you with your Christmas shopping. We're at the Raven Mall at the Fitness Connection. We got some Christmas gift items for your loved ones. Come on, let's check it out. Some of our most popular Christmas gift items are the blenders and the juicers, because who doesn't like the juice? We got the Power XL self-cleaning juicer, and also NutriBullets and Magic Bullets, and even portable wireless blenders, so you can take it on the go. Another popular gift item is our air fryers. We have this brand new one. It's an air fryer and a grilling one. We also have 7-quart, 2-quart, 12-quart, all the different sizes. So you have a lot of different sizes to choose from, no matter what that loved one needs. Let's take a walk over here. What better gift than the gift of health and fitness? We have exercise equipment, treadmills, bikes, ellipticals, and even weights. Weight set dumbbells, adjustable dumbbells, and so on, benches. All these can make a great gift that's going to keep on giving, because they're going to use it to help work on their health and fitness throughout the year. So this is another great gift option. Now, if you can't choose from any of these things, we also have gift cards. So if you know someone who's into health and fitness, or who needs to be into health and fitness, you can always buy them a gift card and let them come on in and pick what they want. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope to see you again next time.
Your #1 news team covering the North. The Bahamas Tonight, Northern Edition.
Our Facebook friend of the day is Erneska Ferguson. Thank you for always watching ZNS Northern Service, and hope you enjoyed your day. And that concludes the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. On behalf of the entire news team here in the North, I'm Miko Knowles. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to stay tuned as the Bahamas Tonight continues.
Coming up in the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report, the reimagination of Nassau takes shape. Customs pulls in tens of millions monthly. Eleuthera kicks off Junkanoo's return. And in sports, what floats your boat? The Bahamas Tonight, the National Report, starts now.
ZNS News is linked up by BTC. Whether it's chatting, gaming, content creating, or working smart to get things done, link up to stay connected with BTC.
Happy December 1, Bahamas. I'm Makush Lopinder, and welcome to the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report. Thanks for tuning in. While the implosion of FTX digital markets continues to dominate headlines, Prime Minister the Honorable Philip Davis telling reporters today that he heard former FTX CEO Sam Bankman-Fried was interviewed by local authorities. He said nothing else on the subject, save that he doesn't see FTX's downfall impacting the local real estate industry. The Prime Minister's comments follow a tour of the Nassau Cruise Port's plan to reimagine Nassau, a project that, when completed, will be listed as one of the great waterfronts in the world. Nassau Cruise Port CEO and Director Mike Moore confirming that the anticipated grand opening is scheduled for the last weekend in May of next year.
Today there's about 300 people, of which half are Bahamian and half would be foreign workers that are here. Our general contractor is a company called Enka, but Bahamian contracting firms and labor has been involved in this project since the day we took buildings down. So Bahamians have been actively employed on the project. While you've seen almost $300 million of investment going into this project right in front of you, all that belongs to you as Bahamians. That doesn't belong to Nassau Cruise Port. It doesn't belong to Global Port Holdings. That belongs to Bahamians, because this is a national asset, and these are improvements to a national asset.
Now, giving the project a thumbs up, Works Minister the Honorable Alfred Sayers, who's confident visitors to the new Nassau Cruise Port will be immersed in Bahamian culture.
It will make the jurisdiction much more competitive. It also will provide a stimulus to Bay Street, and also open up myriads of opportunity for the orange economy in the Bahamas.
Now let's get back to FTX for a moment. Its former CEO, Sam Bankman-Fried, apparently has a lot to say to the American media against the advice of his lawyers. In his nearly 2-hour interview with ABC News from his home here in the Bahamas, the crypto mogul, who admits to now only having $100,000 in his bank account compared to a $20 billion fortune a month ago, it says he didn't commit any fraud, even in the face of being compared to American fraudster Bernie Madoff, who's said to have operated the largest Ponzi scheme in history worth about $64.8 billion. Now, keep in mind, the FTX implosion took the crypto and business world by storm when the company filed for bankruptcy on November 11th, and Bankman-Fried stepped down as CEO when reports surfaced that FTX customer funds were used to pay his other company, Alameda Research, creditors. It's a claim SBF denies.
I did not know that there's any improper use of customer funds. I wasn't spending any time or effort trying to manage risk on FTX, and that obviously
that's a stunning admission.
Look, I should have been on top of this, and I feel really, really bad and regretful that I wasn't. And a lot of people got hurt, and that's on me.
The former crypto heads reiterated that he's now focused on ensuring that all FTX digital market creditors and clients are repaid the funds they invested into the company.
You also took out a $1 billion loan. What was that for?
That was generally for reinvesting in the company. That was not for, consumption. To my knowledge, I have basically nothing left. Basically everything I had was invested in the business. I expect I'm gonna have nothing at the end of this. I think I had $100,000 left in my bank account last I checked, and I think I have, one credit card working with that right now. There are a lot of things that are worrying me right now. As best as possible, I'm trying to focus on what I can do going forward to be helpful and, let whatever, regulatory and legal processes are happening play out as they will. It's been a really humbling fall in a lot of ways.
Bankman-Fried also spoke at the New York Times Dealbook Summit event Wednesday evening. At the time, he justified his company's acquisition of a reported $300 million in Bahamian real estate.
I don't know the details of that house for my parents, but I know that it was not intended to be their long-term property. I know it was intended to be the company's property. I don't know how that was papered, and I think that was where it was and will end up. I think they may have stayed there while working, with the company sometime over the last year. When you look at the rest of it, there were a lot of property purchases in the Bahamas. The reason for that is we had, 100, basically 100 Silicon Valley, top Silicon Valley employees come down here to work for FTX, and we were trying to incentivize that and to, make sure that they had an easy way to find a comfortable life, so that they'd be willing to move.
In other news this evening, officials last month revealed plans to complement the Customs Department by some 150 officers, and apparently for good reason. Numbers coming out of the Customs Department this year revealing operations have scaled up, and with it, revenue. Here's Antoinette Smith with the story.
Only 2 months into the second quarter of this fiscal year, and already the figures are looking promising.
It's safe to say, from where I stand, that revenue is beyond expectation.
That's Acting Deputy Comptroller of Customs Ralph Monroe on customs revenue collection thus far. The department head revealing that despite the fact that the second quarter has not yet come to a close, the numbers the department rakes in continues to shatter expectations, bringing in beyond what was originally projected, pulling in upwards of 9 figures since the fiscal year started in July.
Our stats would show where we're basically moving at $100 million a month. Okay, so we're just over, and of course, for the first quarter, we're talking July, August, September, okay? October also came in just over 100 million.
The revenue collection stats coming in the wake of an economy hampered first by Hurricane Dorian and then exacerbated by the COVID-19 pandemic. Despite this, Monroe says the department is poised to exceed records previously set in 2019.
I know, for instance, where we stand now in comparison with 2019, when the country was at economic height, we are $15 million above that same period. And that is despite the fact that we've got Abercorn and Grand Bahama with the surge order and all of the recent cut that the government have made in the taxation.
This also despite the fact that the department continues to see a number of people attempting to give them the slip, an offense which this year has led to fines, some as low as $300, others entering the hundreds of thousands.
I believe that the message is getting through that customs is no longer tolerating that level of dishonesty. And of course, as I mentioned on previous occasion, persons have been fined, be imposing penalties, and it was with a view so that people would understand that that is not the way to go.
For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Antoine Smith.
The Bahamas Tonight continues after the break.
This portion of the news was brought to you by Sun Oil Limited Shell, fueling journeys that matter.
It has the looks, the style, the performance. Your new car is everything you always dreamed of. Now it's here. Commonwealth Bank was happy to help put you behind the wheel with a new car loan at a competitive rate and fast, friendly approval. It's a service that just comes naturally to us, just like how love of tradition comes naturally to you. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
This Christmas season, stream with faster speeds. The unforgettable things we all have to see. Share every memory. Link up for Christmas. Link up with BTC. We are family.
BTC will make this festive season fun and fast with BTC's fiber internet. Sign up and BTC will give you 1 month free or go postpaid and get unlimited Facebook and WhatsApp.
Link up for Christmas. Link up with BTC.
We need to save.
Be happy! Save at KFC with the one-piece chicken box fill-up for only $5.95. Enjoy genuine savings and the genuine flavor of KFC chicken fried to golden perfection with crispy fries, a buttery biscuit, and an ice-cold Pepsi. Only at KFC Nassau.
Trouble, it might drag you down. If you get lost, you can always be found. Just know you're not alone. 'Cause I'm gonna make this place your home. In the Bahamian country, we up in on KD. We got the best in the Bahamian food. Boat racing all day in the water. Bring me the, bring me the, send me, show me, only the best of the best, man. Bring me up boat.
Oh, well, ain't no more slopping up now. We outside December 1st to the 4th. The best of the best we got on Monaco Beach. We can find out who's the fastest in Class A, B, C, and E.
Bring me up boat.
The Bahamas ratifies 2 pivotal International Labor Organization conventions positioning the country as a leader in the region in the fight for social justice. Fern Carey has the story.
In ratifying International Labor Organization Convention 159, the Bahamas joins other countries regionally and globally in taking steps to ensure the rights of everyone to be in a workplace that is free from violence and harassment. While signing on to ILO Convention 190 means that members of the disabled community across the country can be assured of suitable employment. Looking beyond the signing of the 2 agreements, Director of Labor Robert Farquharson says the work begins immediately towards implementation.
We in the Ministry of Labour and Immigration, with the assistance of the National Trucker Council, took a very bold approach to ensure that this convention is ratified and to call on the government of the Bahamas over the next 6 years to ensure that the fundamental principles enshrined in ILO Convention are then transferred to the statute laws of the Bahamas.
ILO Caribbean Director Dennis Zulu applauded the Bahamas for its commitment to social justice.
The Bahamas is now in its second generation of the Decent Work Country program. What does that tell us? That tells us that the Bahamas is very serious and committed to ensuring that it achieves decent work for all. And this commitment is evidenced by the Bahamas having in place a plan which shows where exactly it wants to go, how it's going to get there, and at the end of the trip, know whether it's achieved the results or not.
Labor and Immigration Minister, the Honorable Keith Bell, boasted that most of the provisions of the ILO 159 have already been enacted into the country.
I am pleased to advise that the Cabinet has directed the Law Reform Commission to take urgent steps to draft the necessary legislation to ensure that the essential principles that underpin ILO Convention 190 and ILO Convention 1206 are included in draft legislation for review by the NTC, extensive consultation and discussion with the wider Bahamian society before it is approved by the Cabinet and subsequently tabled, debated, and passed in Parliament.
The implementation phase of the National Child Labor Policy was also launched during today's symposium. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Fern Carey.
Well, 10 more pre-primary school institutions signing on this year to the Ministry of Education's public-private preschool partnership. It's the extension of the initiative first launched in 2018, designed to increase availability for students whose parents face challenges paying school fees. However, through the program, approved private institutions that sign on will be provided vouchers to secure the enrollment of those disadvantaged. 128 private institutions have signed on since 2018. Minister of Education, the Honorable Glenys Hannah Martin, says the idea is to make sure each child is equipped with the tools needed during their most formative years.
These years are critical. So from birth to 5, but we're talking about 3 to 5 now in pre-primary, are critical. And we committed to the Sustainable Development Goals. United Nations had them, but we committed to them because we believe, and it's the goal 4.2, that all of our children between those ages should have universal access to pre-primary school by 2030.
The wait is over. Junkanoo is set to return to Bay and venues across various islands with the first parade on Eleuthera Christmas Day. The government has invested more than $2 million for the parades countrywide. Minister of Sports and Culture, the Honorable Mario Bolag, says 6 Category A, 17 Category B, and 18 fun groups will take to the streets of New Providence for the parade's grand return on Boxing Day. Grand Bahama, Abaco, Acklands, Cat Island, and Exuma will also feature parades in the new year.
16. We will be honoring 22 Junkanoo Legend inductees for their passion and love for their respective groups and for their individual contributions to the development of Junkanoo in the Bahamas. I thank all the sponsors of various Junkanoo groups for supporting this tradition of intangible cultural heritage that is so coveted in Bahamians. I thank the Junkanooers for keeping Junkanoo in their hearts. I encourage everyone in the Bahamas to participate and/or support their favorite group and all the groups at the various Junkanoo parades. I especially encourage all family islanders to give as much assistance and support as possible to our family islands parades.
Well, now time for the weekly poll question, and this week we're asking, have you ever experienced or witnessed acts of domestic violence? To participate, simply log on to our website, that's www.znsbahamas.com, as well as any of our social media platforms to answer. The poll's final results will be aired on Friday, that's tomorrow. As always, thanks for participating. You're watching The Bahamas Tonight, the National Report. Stay with us.
NBA League Pass is the coolest way to watch the hottest game there is. When threes rain down and superstars heat up. When clutch jumpers splash and your team is fire. You'll be there for up to 40 games a week, any way you want to watch. NBA League Pass. Order now.
A presidential search committee was recently named to evaluate applicants for the post of president of the Bahamas Technical and Vocational Institute. Interim president Dr. Linda Davis was appointed after Dr. Robert Robertson ended a 6-year stint earlier this year. The Minister of State for Education and Technical and Vocational Training, Zane Lightburn, announced that the committee is headed by Chairman Leonard Sands. Sands says the new president would ideally be a Bahamian who is committed to providing moral and intellectual leadership and able to develop programs while implementing partnerships with industry. Minister of Education and Technical and Vocational Training, Glenys Anna Martin, says BTVI is an agency critical to national development.
Who leads this and who understands the national mission is critical. And so as this committee makes its search, and I want to thank the committee for being at the helm of this very, very important enterprise, because we anticipate that we will see a thrust in technical and vocational that's unprecedented and mainstreamed.
The application deadline is December 31st, 2022. For Ed Talk, I'm Vaughn Albury.
Want to stay in the know? Subscribe. Text 819-BMOE. That's 819-2663. Remember to like and subscribe to our social media platforms.
For hurricane season, we got impact windows and doors. For protection, just come to our store. Plus we got tiles to pretty up your walls and your floors. We'll help you brighten up for that big bad storm. Porcelain tiles, blank tiles, mosaic tiles, a variety of styles. Before teens get right, they gotta be rough. That's why we got the best deals in the whole Bahamas. Hey, hey.
Watch them grow and make plans for them even before they're old enough to talk. You spend a lifetime of sacrifice to pave the way for their success and create a tomorrow you too can be proud of. Can you tell who is the investor? At Leno, we believe everyone who has ever put a penny aside for a future dream is an investor. If you're new to investing, Leno's financial experts stand ready to design plans based on your goals. Let's sit down and explore the options one-on-one and see how, together, we can make your dreams come true. Whether considering traditional investments like a new home, car, your own business, security in retirement, or your child's college fund, we take the confusion out of the process and make an investor out of you. Call 396-3225 for an appointment. Leno, your bridge to the future.
The color of Christmas cannot be subdued. Its power unleashed in so many hues. When the color of Christmas is spread far and near, love is so rampant during this time of year. Merry Christmas to you. Christmas, who made these? I don't know. It's God's precious gift to our great Bahama land. Color your holiday at the Fame Place with our 20% off store-wide sale.
Join up for life insurance.
she loves it. Join up with Family Guardian. We offer full protection. Join the family. Join the family. Family Guardian. Protect the ones you love. A friend that you can trust. Family Guardian.
Right, are you looking at my dress? You ready for this big party?
Party? Girl, you gonna have to change your birthday because I can't make that. After my party, I get a cough, I start having a fever, and then I even had a sore throat. I thought it was the flu. Come to find out it was COVID. Girl, I think you better get tested.
What do you do now? I can't be bothered with COVID, you know.
Girl, you know it ain't never too late to change your plans. Girl, you know they got new testing sites, right? You better go to one of them.
Where are these new sites located anyway?
University of the Bahamas and Golden Gate Plaza. They're open on weekdays from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and on weekends from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. They even have sites in Abaco, Eleuthera, and Exuma, and they're opened on the weekends. Girl, the best part is, it's free.
Thanks for letting me know. I hope you feel better soon.
Message is brought to you by PAHO WHO and the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
This Christmas season, stream with faster speeds. The unforgettable things we all have to see. Share every memory. Link up for Christmas. Link up with BTC. We are family.
BTC will make this festive season fun and fast with BTC's fiber internet. Sign up and BTC will give you 1 month free or go postpaid and get unlimited Facebook and WhatsApp.
Link up for Christmas. Link up with BTC.
Get a merry makeover this Christmas from Scotiabank. Apply for a Scotia Plan loan to win a home renovation. This Christmas, unwrap the celebration. $3,000 for your home, new lamp, new decor, new couch that you
Win
own.
a $3,000 home goods gift card when you apply for a Scotia Plan loan this Christmas. We're giving you the gift of a low interest rate and up to 2 months with no payments. Plan the perfect Christmas with your Scotia Plan loan. Use it for any purpose, plus benefit from flexible payment terms. Apply for a Scotia Plan loan now to enter to win a merry home makeover.
Good to grow. Keeping you in the know. Keeping you in the know. God, if it's good enough to eat, then it's good to grow. If it's good enough to eat, then it's good to grow.
After a 2-year hiatus due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the Best of the Best Regatta is back, and sailors are ready to hit the water to see who will be the 2022 Best of the Best champion.
We have a new boat coming out of Bucktown in Exuma. We have Slaughter, who is one of the defending champion of the Best of the Best. She's going to be there. And, there's a bunch of top boats and a bunch of top skippers. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be there for sailing, so they don't have to look out for me. So look out for Buzzy and Stefan Knowles and Green and fellas like them. They're the guys you got to watch out for.
The new boat's bringing out the competitive nature in veteran sailors like David Roll, who says his boat, Dream Girl, has her eyes set on 2 things.
Dream Girl in top shape right now. Dream Girl never had a new claw on yet, but now I have 3 brown new sail. I'm coming smoking. I'll be there. But I'm going in for 1 boat. Sassy Sue. That's all I'm going for. There's only two things I'm going to beat. Sassy Stew and the buoy. That's all I'm looking for. I'm not taking no prisoners. And I'm serious. Dream Girl ain't taking no prisoners, cuz. That's all I have to say.
Ready to have the entire fleet back together, as Best of the Best is one of the only regattas where that happens. Barbarian captain Delbert Gibson says it's going to be a fight to the finish.
There has been several new boats come on the scene. Several boats have been built, and there have been guys doing changes, alterations, upgrades to their boats. So right now, the fleet is wide open, especially in the C and the B class. Those 2 classes are wide open because there has been so many changes and so many new additions to those two classes. Now, as far as my boats are concerned, we feel comfortable with where we are, especially if the wind blows tomorrow or on Thursday. That means the rest of the fleet will have to come down to our size because we carry a slightly smaller rig than the rest of the fleet. So that means they'll have to come down to our size. We will definitely be competitive in the higher winds.
The Best of the Best Regatta will take place Thursday, December 1st and end Sunday, December 4th at Montague Beach. Come out and enjoy top-class sailing, live entertainment, a kiddie corner, and some of the best in Bahamian dishes. Keeping you in the know with Good to Grow, I'm Georgie O'Bain.
Shell Unleaded improves your fuel economy, giving increased miles per gallon, allowing you to do more of what you really want. Special additives used in Shell Unleaded improve your engine's efficiency. So go further with Shell Unleaded. Venture out to beaches, Junkanoo, and festivals and bring home memories that will last a lifetime. Shell, fueling journeys that matter.
Movies for children. Big man. We run seasons and thing, man. Netflix all day. You understand? So just tell them what daddy say so. I just send a message and tell them come. Any one of them. And they march.
All right, I'm looking at my dress. You ready for this big party?
Party? Girl, you're gonna have to change your birthday because I can't make that. After my party, I get a cough, I start having a fever, and then I even had a sore throat. I thought it was the flu. Come to find out it was COVID. Girl, I think you better get tested.
What do you do now? I can't be bothered with COVID, you know.
Girl, you know it ain't never too late to change your plans. Girl, you know they got new testing sites, right? You better go to one of them.
Where are these new sites located anyway?
University of the Bahamas and Golden Gate Plaza. They're open on weekdays from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and on weekends from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. They even have sites in Abaco, Eleuthera, and Exuma, and they're opened on the weekends. Girl, the best part is, it's free.
Thanks for letting me know. I hope you feel better soon.
Message is brought to you by PAHO WHO and the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
The Bahamas marking World AIDS Day with a candlelight vigil last evening at the Ministry of Health and Wellness. The event bringing together stakeholders like the Bahamas AIDS Foundation and the National HIV/AIDS Program. Director and infectious disease specialist Dr. Nakia Forbes says the event commemorates those who lost their lives to AIDS as well as raise awareness about the disease.
So this year's theme for World AIDS Day is Equalize, and we're here tonight to commemorate the lives of those we have lost, but we want no AIDS death to be in vain. We also have a call for action, and that is to equalize and to break down barriers and inequalities that make vulnerable persons and more at-risk persons not able to feel comfortable accessing care and services. AIDS-related deaths are declining. We've seen about a 39% decrease in a 10-year interval. That was between, I would say, about 2010 to 2019. And we're definitely seeing those numbers go down to less than 100. And so they're around the ballpark of about 70 in the year of 2019.
PAHO and WHO representative Dr. Gabrielle Vivas says world leaders are being urged to equalize the inequalities experienced by those affected by the AIDS virus. Dr. Vivas goes on to outline areas that can offer assistance.
First, increasing availability of quality and suitability of services for HIV treatment, testing, and prevention so that everyone is well served. Second, reforming laws, policies, and practices to tackle the stigma and exclusion faced by people living with HIV and by key and marginalized populations so that everyone is respected. Third, ensuring the sharing of technology to enable equal access to the best HIV science.
Well, as we head to the break, we'd like to thank all our viewers watching us live on our social media platforms. And just in case you missed the news, be sure to head there to catch up. Stay with us. There is more after the break.
The most rewarding time of the year. To RBC, get a loan to buy whatever. RBC makes it better. Get a loan.
Christmas what you want it to be with a personal loan from RBC. Apply at rbc.com/Caribbean/loan and don't pay till February 2023. RBC makes it better.
Get a loan and don't pay till New Year. To RBC.
Shopping online isn't new to the market, but gaining access to affordable healthcare products at the click of a button is the greatest customer experience. Bahamas Medical and Surgical Supplies Limited gives access to a complete customer journey, from shopping in our retail store on 9th Terrace, Centerville, to shopping online at your convenience from work or from the comfort of your home. Offering delivery and pickup options. Remember, if it's healthcare, it's here. Shop online today.
The biggest international high school basketball tournament is coming to the Kendall G. Isaacs Gym. You've seen them go viral on social media. Now come and see them in person. December 16th and 17th, catch the biggest names in high school basketball. Get your tickets today from any Suncash location. Download the app or purchase them online at hoops.mysuncash.com or using the QR code on your screen. Hoop Fest in Paradise, where stars are born.
Almost every journey starts with your car. We spend most of the early stages of our lives anticipating getting our first set of wheels. When that moment finally comes, let AID be there for all your auto needs. Make it yours by accessorizing, maintaining, and repairing your car with AID. Whether you're a professional mechanic, a recent graduate, a full-time mom, or an I can fix that kind of guy. Or if you're completely clueless about what your car needs, AID will assist in providing a large variety of auto parts, a diagnostic center, and great customer service. For all life's auto journeys, we're here. AID, all you really need and more.
People often ask what type of activities are allowed or prohibited in marine protected areas.
It depends on the type of marine protected area or MPA, the reason it was created, and what's agreed upon in the management plan that's developed in consultation with nearby communities.
As a general rule, any activity that would result in a long-term decline of populations of marine organisms or destruction of their habitats would be restricted or prohibited.
Some activities that may be allowed with regulations or prohibited altogether include boating, anchoring or mooring, collecting or disturbing wildlife, fishing, scuba diving, snorkeling and water sports, dredging, drilling or mining, and dumping or discharge of pollutants. Visit Bahamas Protected on Facebook to learn more about marine protected areas. See the future.
Too tired of hoping the right candidates.
Hey, baby, you back? Man, it's so good to be home. All I do was eat, shop, and party.
Well, I know you left all of your money over there. I hope you left COVID there too. Anyway, you could get your COVID test for free.
COVID test for what?
Yes, there is rapid antigen COVID tests for anyone who travel who wants to get one.
Well, ain't nothing wrong with me. I ain't sick. What I need a COVID test for?
You don't have to have symptoms. We just want to be sure that the only thing you brought back with you is what is inside that suitcase.
You say it free?
You do not even have to make an appointment. And guess what? You have your results back within 15 minutes.
Wait, you say it quick, convenient, and it free? Thanks. Let me go find one of these testing sites.
Message is brought to you by PAHO WHO and the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
Want to win a yummy Little Caesars party meal? Just go into Little Caesars by December 15th and purchase the stuffed crust slam dunk pizza. Be sure to keep your receipt and watch the Hoop Fest in Paradise games broadcast only on the ZNS Network December 16th and 17th to see if you're one of the lucky winners. Win a Little Caesars party meal. First, buy a stuffed crust slam dunk pizza by December 15th. Second, save your receipt. Third, watch the Hoop Fest in Paradise games broadcasted only on the ZNS Network December 16th and 17th to see if you're one of the lucky winners.
Pizza, pizza.
Link up with BTC and call it one and done. Link up with BTC and call it one and done.
This is the culmination of a year-long planning and what has become our signature event. It's our 4th annual Innovation Conference, where we put the spotlight on small businesses. It also caps off our Small Business Month. Year number 4 takes on particular significance for us because after nearly 2 years of doing this conference virtually, we are back here at the Baha Convention Center face-to-face. But not only are we back, we're also bigger and better than ever before.
And I want to thank BTC for having me here as their keynote speaker to point to the people, to teach them how to create content on a whole nother level. Sometimes people post content, but it don't connect. So if it don't connect, how can your sales happen? It won't. So I'm here to teach them how to get in front of that camera and really connect.
I'm a business development and digital marketing strategist, and I'm here to partner with BTC today. I'm excited to be here in Nassau, Bahamas, and just to really be a part of this whole experience. I'm one of the judges as well, so I'm really excited to see that what these business owners come to bring.
So NIV is very, very excited to be here today. Being part of BTC's Work Smarter, Not Harder Innovation Conference is just what we need to push our employer self-service portal. It is the newest innovative tool by NIB to assist employers with paying their contributions every month and also uploading their contribution statements.
Now, while we commemorate Small Business Month in the month of October, it doesn't mean that we're not thinking about you all year long. So contact our small business team right now so that they can help your business grow. These are still the moments that move us. I'm Corval Pifro. Be well and be back here next. BTC Connection.
A centuries-old landmark is getting a facelift. Abaco's Elbow Reef Lighthouse is being restored under the U.S. Ambassador's Fund for Cultural Preservation grant through the U.S. Embassy here in Nassau. The fund covers most of the repairs, while the Elbow Reef Lighthouse Society continues to fundraise towards the project's completion. The lighthouse, a feature on the $10 bill, has to date been completely stripped of its red and white stripes. The focus now is on the necessary masonry repairs to the entire structure. Additional projects are slated to happen between this year and the next under the U.S. Ambassador's Fund for Cultural Preservation grant. Well, it's time now for a check on Family Island weather with Chief Meteorologist Basil Dean. Good evening, Basil.
Good evening, Makisha. We're under partly cloudy skies, temperature 81 degrees, the relative humidity at 57%, the winds out of the northeast at around 12 miles per hour, the barometric pressure 1,018.4 millibars, that's 30.13 inches, and the pressure is falling. Temperatures around the Family Islands this evening, they are brought to you by Family Guardian Insurance Company. We're protecting you. 78 degrees in Freeport, Grand Bahama, also Greenville, Key, and Abaco, Marsh Harbor, Abaco, a little warmer at 80 degrees. 82 in the Berry Islands, Allenstown, Bimini, 80 degrees, 83 in Harbor Island, Roxanne, Eleuthera, Allenstown, Cat Island, 82, Black Point, Exuma, and Camp Space, St. Andrews, all at 82 degrees, Fresh Creek, Central Andros at 85. 82s again in Georgetown, Exuma, Rum Key and San Salvador, 83 degrees in Ragged Island, Clarencetown, Long Island, and Crooked Island, Betsy Bay, Maguana, 81, Acklands, 81, Machitani, Nagua at 83, and the Turks and Caicos Islands at 83 degrees. And your boating forecast tonight is brought to you by Builders Mall, home of FYP, the Tile King, and the Paint Center. In the Northwestern Islands tonight, right through Saturday, is going to be a breezy weekend. Northeast to east winds at 15 to 20 knots. Choppy seas, they're going to be around 4 to 6 feet over the ocean, so caution flags are in place for the Northwest Bahamas. Low tide takes place at 8:41 tonight. Another low tide at 9:11 tomorrow morning. Now for the central and southeastern islands through the weekend, winds going to be very strong at 15 to 25 knots with rough seas 5 to 8 feet over the ocean. And that's going to do it for your boating forecast. It's time now for your international temperatures, and they are brought to you by Royal Star Assurance.
Give her a call round 7:45. When you
Ring-a-ling-a-ling. She knows it's you, but she just let it ring. Boy, you get swing. You get swing. You got no...
And that's going to do it for you. International Temperatures brought to you by Royal Star Shorts. But stay tuned. Extended weather forecast is still ahead.
You get no thing. Yes, you get swing. Hey!
Solomon's, we're all about family. We believe in quality brands and giving you what you need and more for every occasion. Our store is filled with items for the entire family, celebrating everyday living for you and those you love. Shopping is now more rewarding than ever with My Solomon Smart Rewards. Shop Solomon's because family matters.
Throughout our lifetime, we must all make decisions. No matter how we choose, the right one just needs to be made. Like having J.S. Johnson Insurance Agents and Brokers as your insurance partner. We've been serving the Bahamas for over 100 years. Whether you need home, motor, marine, or commercial insurance, make the right decision. Call 397-2100 or visit jsjohnson.com.
JS Johnson Insurance. Peace of mind.
Unlock the opportunities you never dreamed of. Discover the Global Learning Exchange. Get access to affordable, world-class higher education right here at home. Visit us online to learn more.
All right, are you looking at my dress? You ready for this big party?
Party? Girl, you're gonna have to change your birthday because I can't make that. After my party, I get a cough, I start having a fever, and then I even had a sore throat. I thought it was the flu. Come to find out it was COVID. Girl, I think you better get tested.
What do you do now? I can't be bothered with COVID, you know.
Girl, you know it ain't never too late to change your plans. Girl, you know they got new testing sites, right? You better go to one of them.
Where are these new sites located anyway?
University of the Bahamas and Golden Gates Plaza. They're open on weekdays from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and on weekends from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. They even have sites in Abaco, Eleuthera, and Exuma, and they're opened on the weekends. Girl, the best part is, it's free.
Thanks for letting me know. I hope you feel better soon.
Message is brought to you by PAHO WHO and the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
I've been blown away. Totally love the vibe to really be able to lead this process. I feel a great sense of gratitude around being able to have Shelly to be here with us.
This event was one that you had to be here.
You know, any time that I am able to spend time with especially young women who have aspirations and things they want to achieve, it is just always wonderful. So this has been a terrific experience today.
Welcome to the Global Learning Exchange. We're partnering with BIBT to bring opportunities for higher education to the Bahamas. Earn your degree from a university in the U.S. right here at home. Visit us online to learn more.
Cuba Libre's Jingle All the Way giveaway is back. And now Family Island customers can enter for a chance to win big. Cuba Libre is giving away a brand new car, fully loaded with a full tank of gas. Another lucky winner will win $10,000 cash. But that's not all. Several finalists and semi-finalists will walk away with $1,000 cash or 55-inch TVs. There are so many chances to win with Cuba Libre. Here's how you can win. Spend $10 or more on Cuba Libre at your favorite participating liquor stores in New Providence, Grand Bahama, Exuma, Abaco, South Andros, Bimini, Eleuthera, Harbor Island, Inagua, and Long Island, and enter for a chance to drive into the new year with a brand new car. You can also win TVs, cash prizes, Cuba Libre goodies, and more. Cuba Libre's Jingle All the Way giveaway promotion ends December 16th. Winners will be announced on December 30th.
Get a merry makeover this Christmas from Scotiabank. Apply for a Scotia Plan loan to win a home renovation. This Christmas, unwrap the celebration. $3,000 for your home, new lamp, new decor, new couch that you
Win
own.
a $3,000 home goods gift card when you apply for a Scotia Plan loan this Christmas. We're giving you the gift of a low interest rate and up to 2 months with no payments. Plan the perfect Christmas with your Scotia Plan loan. Use it for any purpose, plus benefit from flexible payment terms. Apply for a Scotia Plan loan now to enter to win a merry home makeover.
Come
Comfort Suites Paradise Island is the best-kept secret in the Bahamas. Located directly next door to the Atlantis Resort, you'll receive all the privileges of an Atlantis guest with all the benefits of a Comfort Suite stay. Enjoy everything Atlantis has to offer, including Aquaventure Water Park, plus all the amenities of Comfort Suites. Free Wi-Fi, free breakfast daily, and kids stay, play, and eat free. Visit ComfortSuitesPI.com.
Sports is being brought to you by Hoop Fest in Paradise, December 16th to the 17th at the Kendall Geologic Gymnasium. Hoop Fest in Paradise, where stars are born. Well, welcome to your Thursday Sports, everyone. I'm Amajal Knowles, topping sports news. The Thomas A. Robinson National Stadium was the place to be this morning as local stakeholders officially launching the 50th Carifta Games being held here in Nassau. The event, coinciding with the country's 50th independence celebrations, was met with much fanfare from local officials, title sponsors, as well as representatives from the Bahamas Association of Athletic Associations, Minister of Youth, Sports and Culture, the Honorable Mario Bolag.
The Carifta Games has been the catalyst that have provided the world with some of the greatest track and field athletes of all times. And it is my belief that these upcoming games will continue this great tradition. With the 2023 being the Golden Jubilee of the Bahamas, it is with great pleasure that our nation play host to the 50th anniversary of these games.
Traditionally, the Bahamas has performed exceedingly well at the premier event for junior athletics in the region, but the B3A's president, Jamaica Archer, said a talent search is well underway to find the brightest and best to represent the 242.
Not only to focus on the development of our athletes here in New Providence, but we thought that what lay dormant throughout the Bahamas were the young kids who are really left with nothing to do. And so we've mounted a talent and development search, and that has been a tremendous push in the interest, and not only the interest of young Bahamians throughout the islands, but young adults and the community itself has really become fully engaged in the support and the development of these athletes.
And right across the road at the new Andre Rogers National Baseball Stadium, the official roster for the team that will represent the Bahamas at the Caribbean Baseball Cup this weekend was revealed. A look at the names representing the Bahamas will be Adari Grant, Warren Saunders, Keithron Moss, Sharif Nemore, Dante Stewart, Jay Knowles, Deshaun Knowles, Allison Hanna, Toby Simmons, Kristen Monroe, Kashawn Conliff, Earl Forbes, Yeshua Saint, Robin Haven, Carvin Dames, Darren Russell, Brandon Russell, Evan Sweeting, Mikael Bethel, Devon Knowles, Giovante Tomlins, Travis Ferguson, Kennedy Cooper, and Mateo Ferguson. The team will be coached by Jerron Sands, who will be assisted by Albert Cartwright, Dominique Colley, Donovan Cox, Trey Sweeting, Jennifer Gibson, and Hart Avard. The event will run from Sunday, December 4th to Sunday, December 11th for the two teams qualifying to represent COCABE in the Central American Games in 2023 in Argentina. Organizers hoping the event can be a good start in helping the resurgence of senior baseball in the country.
Yes, you can remember a few months ago when we had about 8 players playing for Great Britain. They played for Great Britain because Great Britain was a well-qualified ranked team. The Bahamas was not, because we've never given ourselves an opportunity, a chance to play in these qualifiers. So this is the beginning of the first step that we want to make sure that we qualify so that we can get to that level, and then our players no longer have to play for Great Britain.
As for the players and coaches from the 242, they are certainly ready to shine.
We're really excited to be here. Excited here to open the stadium. The press conference was great. The team is great. The team is excited. Our practice the last 2 weeks was extraordinary. Everyone just excited to go. We all wish it started tomorrow. We bonded. Everybody came together. Some of these guys haven't played together since they were 12 years old. But to get everyone together, to talk old stories, to bring back memories, it's very exciting. It's good.
Honestly, we have an extremely beautiful group of guys. I think that when it comes down to winning, it's always about the culture and how you establish that. And honestly, I think Coach Jerron and the management have been doing an amazing job at establishing a proper culture to lead to winning. As to what's happening on the field, we just have to get there.
I'd say my role in this team is to just be that guy, be a very young team with a lot of talent. I think as a veteran guy, younger but veteran guy, I think my role is to just lead us in whatever way possible. I see us going very far in this tournament, especially being home.
use the home field advantage, and hopefully that crowd is there to root us on.
Most of these guys, we grew up together playing baseball, coming up through all the different systems, some JBLN, Freedom Farm, Freeport, Grand Bahama. So chemistry has been there from we were like young. So I feel like we could do some good things when the tournament starts.
The Best of the Best Regatta officially getting underway today over at the Montague Foreshore with races across the 5 classes taking place. And while competition was intense, the sailors were able to unwind last night thanks to a skipper's party held on board the pirate ship at the Pioneer's Dock. The minister responsible for regattas, Clay Sweeting, spoke about the festivities.
To show our love and support and our thanks to the skippers and their team for sailing and for participating in the regattas throughout the year. As we come upon the 50th anniversary of independence, we anticipate that this year will be our biggest and best regatta season.
And while they were kicking back and letting loose, the trash talk amongst the sailors was as fierce as ever.
And the Blackburn boys are coming for the crown this year. Slaughter has been 2 years back-to-back, 2018, 2019 on the podium, and we're going to be back there once again.
You see, you're thinking this. I know this. We have a bad neck. We don't look back because everything else will be in the back. We just look forward.
Safe to say Uncle John's going to dominate the competition on the wall?
No ifs, ands, and buts about that. I'll tell you this. People give us a chance. We never come number 2, so you give us a number.
Don't worry about that. Long Island Bulls will carry everything. First and second. Trust you me, unless something happens. Other than that, we can carry it again.
Now stay tuned into the ZNS television and radio networks for updates, results, and standings for each of the classes as this year's Best of the Best Regatta. And that's been Look at Your Sports on this Thursday. A check on weather when we return. Sports is being brought to you by Hoop Fest in Paradise, December 16th to the 17th at the Kendall G. Lozic Gymnasium. Hoop Fest in Paradise, where stars are born. The biggest international high school basketball tournament is coming to the Kendall G. Lozic Gym. You've seen them go viral on social media. Now come and see them in person. December 16th and 17th, catch the biggest names in high school basketball. Get your tickets today from any Suncash location. Download the app or purchase them online at hoops.mysuncash.com or using the QR code on your screen. Hoop Fest in Paradise, where stars are born.
It's electric.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the 4th Annual Caribbean Baseball Cup at the new Andre Rogers National Baseball Stadium here in Nassau, Bahamas. On the visitor side is Puerto Rico, U.S. Virgin Islands, Haiti, Curacao, and Cuba. Prepare yourself for exciting adult baseball competition. Home Team Bahamas is ready to take on the world. December 4th through the 11th. Bring it on. Team Bahamas is ready for the world in baseball action. Not on our turf.
Enjoy great savings this holiday on your favorite water, Aquapure. Now until December 31st, take advantage of Aquapure's Christmas coupon special. Purchase a book of 10 5-gallon coupons for just $37.50 plus VAT, regularly $42.50 plus VAT. And best of all, these coupons never expire. Be sure to take advantage of this great offer. Aquapure's Christmas coupon special going on now. Call 394-7873 or order online at aquapure242.com.
here you go. The friends you trust, you may play with them, but you win with us.
For every $20 deposit, you're entered to win cash.
Tired of hoping the right candidates.
Hey, baby, you back? Man, it's so good to be home. All I do is eat, shop, and party.
Well, I know you left well of your money over there. I hope you left COVID there too. Anyway, you could get your COVID test for free.
COVID test for what?
Yes, there is rapid antigen COVID tests for anyone who travel who wants to get one.
Well, ain't nothing wrong with me. I ain't sick. What I need a COVID test for?
You don't have to have symptoms. We just want to be sure that the only thing you brought back with you is what is inside that suitcase.
You say it free?
You do not even have to make an appointment. And guess what? You have your results back within 15 minutes.
Wait, you say it quick, convenient, and it free? Thanks. Let me go find one of these testing sites.
Message is brought to you by PAHO WHO and the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
The biggest international high school basketball tournament is coming to the Kendall G. Isaacs Gym. You've seen them go viral on social media. Now come and see them in person. December 16th and 17th, catch the biggest names in high school basketball. Get your tickets today from any Suncash location. Download the app or purchase them online at hoops.mysuncash.com or using the QR code on your screen. Hoop Fest in paradise, where stars are born.
The forecast calls for great savings at Super Value and quality supermarkets. Best value kernel corn, 15 ounce, $1.19. First choice sugar, 4 pounds, $2.59. Sweet bananas, 99 cents per pound. Cardinal evaporated milk, 14 ounce, $1.19. Smoked picnic hams, $2.69 per pound. Donate your change to help feed the Humane Society animals at Super Value and quality supermarkets.
Time now for weather.
In our final look at weather, high pressure remains control of our weather, and that will be leading to some breezy conditions over the weekend. But there's a weak front system that will push through tomorrow, and that will trigger some scattered showers during the course of today. But behind that, that high pressure will build, rendering very windy conditions. Our forecast for tonight, partly cloudy with passing showers in the mix, 73 degrees for your low temperature. And tomorrow, it's going to be partly sunny with some scattered showers looking around 80 degrees for your high temperature, and extended weather forecast a bit on the wet side on Friday. Once that frontal system gets through, we'll see the skies clearing over the weekend, but those windy conditions will persist. But temperatures very cool during the nighttime. We're going to get you into 60s, something we have not seen in a long time. Mikishna.
Well, thanks, Basil. That does it for the Bahamas tonight. Thank you for continuing to make ZNS your first choice for news and information. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better than ZNS. From all of us here at ZNS, thank you for watching and good night.